Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, family and friends. We are back again. A couple of hot takes today. One, and I mean this in all seriousness, beware of AI videos, the fake AI videos, and beware the people that share them, especially when you know it's an obvious fake. Because they'll try to dress it up and say, oh, it's in fun, it's in humor, it's in jest, it's a joke. Can't you take a joke? When they know that what they're doing is sowing the seeds of discord. Okay, they're bad actors. Okay, and I mean this especially because some of you folks, you know, when I tell you that you're when you're sharing a political AI video that's obviously not real, it's not funny. Okay, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to flood the airwaves. They're trying to flood the airwaves with so much stuff, so much nonsense, so much garbage that it's hard to tell what's real and what's fake, and what you should listen to and what you should ignore. And it's a disinformation campaign. And whether it's people in America sharing this stuff or whether it's being, created by foreign powers to continue to sow seeds of discord in America, you shouldn't play into that. Okay, that's number one. Number two, all this military talk that the president is doing, all the National Guard being in cities, especially Democrat cities, things like that, that what we're witnessing is them ramping up and test ground for another January 6th. For another, if he can't win the election fairly, he's going to try and take it over with military. And now I would like to believe that the military, it would not allow that to happen. But if he fires off all the people that are true soldiers and just keeps installing people that are loyal to him, well, that's how dictatorships start. But we'll move on from that, okay? When I say that MAGA folks, okay, when I say that MAGA folks are racist, it's because I have to, they could say that they're not. They could say, oh, no, we're not racist. We're not biased. We're not prejudiced. They can say that all they want. But what I have to do is I have to conclude from the evidence that I am presented with, okay? And if the evidence that I am presented with says that MAGA folks venerate and worship somebody who talks negatively about minorities and black people, and they throw I don't even know what you call that, funeral celebrations, whatever that was, for this person who said a lot of divisive and negative things. And then they're silent when there are two black people that were hung, literally hung. And you can, however you want to dice this up, if you want to say that it was self-inflicted, it doesn't matter. The fact that there were two people, I bet most people don't know that, two people that were found hung, two black people that were found hung. And they don't say anything about that. There's no talk about that. There's no compassion about that. No sympathy about that. It can be ignored. That's not alarming that in this day and age there were two black people hung, from a tree. And you're saying it was self-inflicted. Somebody just found a tree and decided to do that to themselves. And I can only conclude that MAGA folks are willfully or purposely being obtuse or ignorant to the fact of what their rhetoric and what their goal is in Make America Great Again. And it don't take rocket science to figure this stuff out. But maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe I'm the crazy one. But the main topic of today, I don't want to digress. The main topic of today is, mark my words, all this military stuff that he's trying to do. He's trying to see who's loyal to him and who's not, because they're planning to, you know, just in case, they want to steal another election, and it's confession and projection. They're going to try to steal another election. See what happens during midterms if they don't try to make sure that people who should be elected, that they, you know, mark my words. Anyway, that's enough. I don't want to get too worked up. Thank you guys for watching my video, and stay safe out there. Try to have a good afternoon.